The Daring Candy Caper of Max the Monster. It was another sunny day on the yellow planet of Alpha Leporis, and Max the reckless red monster was feeling particularly mischievous. His family had just given him a new mission, one that filled him with a delightful sense of dread. "Max, we need you to go to Earth and steal all the candy from the human children's lunchboxes," his mother, the head rude monster, instructed sternly. "This will weaken their defenses and make it easier for us to invade their pathetic planet." Max's eyes lit up with glee. "Ooh, stealing candy from little kids. This is going to be my most diabolical plan yet," he cackled, rubbing his large purple hands together. Without further ado, Max hopped into his trusty green car and blasted off towards the familiar blue and green planet. As he approached the bustling city, he quickly changed his face to look like a friendly, cuddly monster, perfect for luring unsuspecting children. Max landed his car in a quiet suburban neighborhood and began stealthily making his way towards the local elementary school. He could hear the joyful laughter of children echoing from the playground, and his heart raced with anticipation. Carefully, Max slipped through the gates and crept towards the school building, his eyes scanning the area for any potential targets. Finally, he spotted a group of children sitting on the grass, happily munching on their snacks. "Aha, perfect," Max whispered, his purple circle nose twitching with glee. He slowly approached the group, putting on his most adorable expression. "Hello, little humans," he said in a syrupy sweet voice. "I'm a new student here, and I was wondering if you'd like to share your yummy treats with me." The children eyed Max with a mixture of curiosity and caution, but his friendly demeanor and cuddly appearance soon won them over. They eagerly offered him some of their snacks, unaware of the monster's true intentions. Max grinned wickedly as he accepted the treats, carefully slipping them into his pockets. One by one, he began swiping the children's lunchboxes, stashing the precious candy inside. The more he took, the more he wanted, his greed and mischief growing with each successful theft. Suddenly, a loud voice rang out, "What's going on here?" It was the kindergarten teacher, her eyes narrowed with suspicion as she approached the scene. Max quickly changed his face to look innocent, but the teacher was not fooled. "I know you're up to no good, you big, ugly monster," she shouted, chasing after him. Max yelped and scurried back to his green car, barely managing to escape the angry teacher. As he blasted off back to Alpha Leporis, he couldn't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. "Oh, I didn't get to steal all the candy," he pouted. But deep down, Max knew that his days of reckless candy theft were over, at least for now. He'd have to come up with a new plan to cause trouble on Earth, one that didn't involve quite so much swiping. When Max arrived home, his rude monster family was waiting for him. "Well, did you complete your mission?" they demanded. Max reluctantly handed over the stolen candy, his shoulders slumped in defeat. "I almost had it all, but that pesky teacher caught me," he admitted. His family members shook their heads in exasperation. "Max, you idiot. You had one job, and you couldn't even do that right," his mother scolded, her sharp fangs bared in a snarl. Max sighed, knowing that he had let his family down. But deep down, he couldn't help but feel a little proud of his daring candy caper. After all, a monster like Max could never resist the temptation of a good prank, even if it meant occasionally getting caught. As for the future invasion of Earth, well, Max would just have to try a different approach next time. After all, the thrill of causing chaos was what he lived for, and he wasn't about to give that up anytime soon. The end, for now.
He's a monster, monster.